Yes. The views expressed in the following program aren't necessarily those of Power 95. Ladies' Room comes to you compliments of Renwick and Thompson Limited, agents for Western Union, and Beacon Insurance.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they're prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
We plan for every major life event, from birthday parties to baptisms, and celebrating a life well lived deserves the same thoughtful planning. Beacon's Rest Easy plan is designed to give your loved ones the comfort of knowing that they can do just that. With no underwriting and cover for up to 6 family members that includes certain injuries, this plan can be yours for as little as 75 cents per day. Call us at Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
Here we are back for another one, final one for the week. Thank you, Lord. I had enough of y'all for 1 week. Y'all are stressful. I'm just playing. Anyways, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the room. On this lovely, it's a beautiful day in the city today, guys. It's nice and sun just shining, and it's just an amazing day. Yeah, it's just an amazingly beautiful day. I have to respond to this. Hold on, guys. Good. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's just an amazingly beautiful Thursday. Got some rain overnight, some parts, but for the most part it's nice and sun is shining and there's a nice cool breeze blowing. Cruise ship in ports, you know, folks are going about their business. It's a lovely day today. Yeah, you just gotta stop sometimes and, you know, smell the roses, you know, be thankful, you know. So I hope you'll do that wherever you are, whatever part of the world you are. Hope you'll do that. Who's here with us this morning? Good morning, Christelle. Good morning, Camille. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Shanti. Good morning, Carla. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Sonia. We're up and running. Sonia, listen. I can't keep up in Yard. Every single day is a new episode of what's going on in Yard. Yo, these Jamaicans, every single day the saga continues. I have about 5 or 6 lives saved to catch up on. I just can't. It's like, when it's not 360, it's Lady 99, then it's Over the Pond, then it's Curly, then it's Dr. Love, then it's Dwayne, then it's Elderly Mac, then it's Gracie, La Donna, then it's Lady V. Listen, I honestly can't keep up, man. Yeah, you probably may not know what I'm talking about, but for those who follow these Jamaican vloggers, you would definitely be entertained. I don't even look at TV no more. It's like, this is entertainment right here. It's a lot. It's a lot. Every single day it's a different episode. It's a different Saloni. I can't. I honestly can't. Anyways, good morning, Rita. Welcome to the show. Carla, where were you yesterday? You were busy, I presume? Morning, Jay Laborde. Wendy, you're early. Oh, you're off today. Nice. So I bet you'll not be venturing outside. You're going to be inside nice and warm. Shout out to the folks in Toronto. Good morning, Laurel. How is NYC today? Good morning, Queen Bee. Shante, Terrence is out doing people's business. I'm not sure we'll see him in the room today. Morning, Shaka. Morning. Rajesh, morning. Oh, he's here. Terrence, you're very good at multitasking, I must say. Good morning, Michelle. Spicy Sweet Pea, good morning. Giad Zeleno, who else is here? Westel, good morning, hon. Good morning, Ellen, how are you? Marlene, listen. Y'all are the most savage set of individuals I know. Marlene, could you and Janelle and what's her face, like, let people enjoy their 5 minutes of fame? Listen, I can't remember all of these. Terrence, why are you still there? When are you coming on Legendary? When are you coming down? Morning, Kadena. Good morning, Karine. Morning, Larry. Maureen, good morning. How are you? Raybon, good morning. Vanny, good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. The early comers, that's who gets shouted out. If you're coming late, you're gonna get left. Terrence, you're still at that spot? I thought you moved. I thought you guys left. What are y'all doing? Anyways, you're responsible for getting the people moving, okay? Morning, Wise King. Yeah. So I honestly can't keep up because, to be honest, if I post something yesterday, unless I go back to check, sometimes I don't even remember what was the scenario. My memory is that bad. So there's a lot of scenarios that I missed and sometimes don't catch up on because it's just too much. So this dude sent me that one, and going back, I'm like, I saw this before somewhere, but I couldn't be bothered. I'm like, you know what? I'm already late. Let me just, the first one, my hand. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Curdon. Junice, good morning. Kandra, good morning. Morning, Shamanda. The two of you together, Terrence, it's always something. Just remember to look at the time, all right? Just remember you're looking at the time today. Places to go. Morning, Empress. So yeah, half of the times I don't even remember, and I was like, I've seen this somewhere, but I'm like, you know what? I'm already running late. Looked at the time. I should have posted something already, and I didn't. So I'm like, let me just go with it. Marlene and Janelle have to go turn detectives and go back and dig up and find and recap, and just so y'all bust the boy a little bubble. No, you're not even responding when I ask him if and I told him, well, that wasn't really there was one before that. But anyways, it's already there, so I might as well run with it. It's a question that we could all use. I mean, we all go on dates, and some people probably don't have any dating etiquette and think anything goes, anything applies. But I have another one, and I really want to get an answer out of the men this morning, right? It sort of brings to mind the double standard that exists and the things that women are able to deal with versus men. Things women will accept and things men won't accept. Somebody asked this question: how many men would take their wife or girlfriend back if she had a side baby, meaning a baby outside of the marriage or the relationship? And does it matter whether they were together or not at the time? Because the person says, I'm sure about 80% of women have or would take him back. So I was wondering, would men take the woman back? Men, honestly, fellas, fess up. Okay, Terrence. Okay, Mr. Mechanic. Okay, Mr. Fix It. Figure it out. how many men would take the woman back if she had a baby outside of their relationship, whether they were together at the time or not? That's the question. How many? There's a comment here I can't even read. Marisha, could you make your comments a little reader friendly? Anyway, and then the next one that folks said that they saw already, this dude says, so it seems to be an ongoing thingy on social media with this particular one where the dude says that went out on a date, nice looking woman, attractive, honestly, says didn't think I'd get a chance to date her. They had dinner, drinks, conversation was really good, and he wished the date would never end, and they were having a good time. Anyway, it says fast forward to when the waiter bought the bill, and then the girl then asked if he could take buy two takeout dinners for her children, and he said no. And the reason being is that he said he didn't know her children, never met them, and that was their first date. So he said she had an attitude after, and for the rest of the night, so he cut the date short. So the question he wants to know is he wrong for not buying the kids that he never met dinner, or was she asking for too much too soon? What say you guys? Is it too soon? Or was it too soon? Someone is saying maybe she was testing him to see how high or low he may be. For lack of a better word, how cheap he may be. Or if he was really interested in her like that, to consider her children. And some are saying, well, if she knew that she could not afford to feed her children, she should not be out on any dates. She probably should have gotten him to get the groceries, prepare him a nice meal, and they all enjoyed. But she probably was a little too out of place to ask for him to do that so quick, as a matter of fact, on the very first date. So what say you? Men, how do you feel about that? Is it too much if a woman asks you to do something like that on the first date? How does that put you out somewhat? Does that put you off? Does that turn you off on? Do you feel a type of way? Are there ground rules, a particular time frame to work with? What say you? What are you saying? Is it a case of maybe she should have waited, or it was too soon, or it was children? And if you're thinking about dating a mother who has children, you have to take all these things into consideration. What do you say? Someone says she's wrong, but if you were a decent human, you would have done it. It's just food. Can bet it was the other way around. Woman would have gladly bought your kids some food. The dating pool is trash. But the thing is, what if he didn't have all that money? He probably just walked with enough.
Morning.
Hey, morning.
It's good to be early.
All early birds catch the late worms, right?
Exactly. Aruna, that first question, Aruna, I believe in a thing called going forward. I don't believe going back. I believe going forward. Because sometimes you go back and you end up back in the same thing that you didn't want to go back into. You understand? So I believe that first part of it, I going forward, right?
So if that were to happen to you, you would not take her back?
No, Aruna, because sometimes, Aruna, you follow your mind and you go back, right? And you end up in worse problems than you was already, right? Whereas you could wait out and you could say, well, let me see what it look like, and you look at the pros and cons, and then you see anything. But for me, honestly, I'm going forward. I ain't going back. And the second one, Aruna, well, I don't know, Aruna, because from the time I meet a girl, first thing she wants, we go on a date, yes, no problem. What you want? She want Kentucky. She want this, she want that. You'll never talk about no children, nothing involved. I have 2 kids or whatever. We go on a date. Yes, we go on a date.
But me and you. Anything else they will follow on the second date.
Exactly. So we go on a date. Before we go on a date, if you know that you have kids or whatever, you sit down and you say, look, we go on a date, but I have the 2 kids to go back and take care of. I have to take children or whatever it is. Then I will ask the question, how old is the children? You know, I'll be more responsible. You understand? But you can't wait while we go on a date and then you come in and tell me about after you want to bring the 2 children and we never talk about no children.
You want to buy lunch, buy dinner for the 2 children.
Exactly.
I get where you're coming from.
I don't know if I'm minding somebody else, I don't know if you like for me or whatever.
I get where you're coming from. So
Yeah, to
maybe,
be honest.
so sometimes you're probably going out and maybe depending on the time of the date, you wouldn't have time to prepare something for them. Before you leave, you could give them a heads up. Hey, you know, you invited me out, but I wouldn't have time to take care of the children, get them. Is it okay if we
wait until you reach
yeah.
when we done buy everything and you come and tell me about the kids?
Yeah. You could put a man in a very uncomfortable position. What if he ain't have enough money and he doesn't want you to know that?
Exactly. So, but then I don't have enough to maintain myself, but I just squeeze in to bring you out on the date to make you feel
Well, in the
comfortable.
first place, if you're not to bring out nobody, you're supposed to be going on no date in the first place. Don't squeeze. Take care of yourself.
I would have a nice day.
You too.
Good night.
Bye-bye. That is the other thing. If you know you're not in a position, you could barely take care of yourself, according to old people, barely maintain yourself. What you taking, asking people, girl children out to go anywhere for? If you know you can't even afford to buy a meal for yourself, what you inviting people, anybody else? Sort out yourself, sort out your finances, you know, get in a comfortable position, and then you can go about asking and looking for dates. What if the woman were to tell you to a particular place she wants to go and you can't afford it? What do you say then? So sometimes we put ourselves in certain predicaments, you know. You're not there yet, take your time. There's no rush. Work on yourself, work on your situation. But they say everybody deserves a chance, a shot at love and happiness and white picket fence and all of that, so you never know. So try your best. Luck on chance. So what say you? Is it something that you would feel a way about if somebody were to do that to you out on the first date and ask if you can buy them to dinner for their children? And according to, you know, this children you have not even met, you know, you have not even gotten to that stage yet. It's just a first date, you know, let me hang out kind of, let me see if I like you kind of situation. And already it's, can I have 2 lunch for my children? What say you? So Marcus says she should have introduced them to the kids. It's best if they see him up front. So does it make a difference if you actually met the kids? You'll be okay buying somebody said the man, right? Next thing is the man, she leave home, she want to bring why y'all always have to go? Why we always have to go left? Why we can't just stay on track? Why we always have to go left? Why it has to be a case of man? What's the dinners they had for children on the restaurant menu? Little chicken fingers and fries. So a whole grown man home waiting for some chicken fingers to eat and some fries? Nah, man. It's her children she wants it for, not to bring back for no man.
Mama, in a real life, you're right. If I do half, I do half. And you can't take the cow and don't take the calf. You know the chap. If I hear the accent, you know the badness. Yeah. I'm taking all. If I like you, I like you. From I don't like you, I don't like you. Kids and all are bringing that.
Audios though, is it okay? All right. Someone said if it's my first time on a date, I won't ask him to buy no food for my kids. So is it the timing that's off? Is it the timing that's the problem? That it's a first date, so she should have just enjoyed the date herself? Because that kind of soured the entire thing after, you know, having such a good time, conversation flowing, drinks and food, and then you cop an attitude. But why would you get an attitude though? If the man says no, you don't know how the man. Watch, I tell you, some of us women with good plucky, you know. Plucky with a capital P, you know. Plucky bad. You don't even know if the man could afford the dinner that he just bring you on. You ask, you didn't. I mean, when you ask a question, it's either you get yes or you get no. So if the man say no, why are you feeling? Why are you upset? So because he took you out, does he think that he's obligated to do so? Not your children, father, miss. He's not obligated to do that. He'd ask you out. You ate, you drank. He didn't ask you to pay or contribute to the bill. He covered it, and you asked if he could purchase two dinners for the children, and he said no. What is there to get upset about? Do you even know how much money the guy has in his pocket? If he could even afford, maybe the change he have is to go home. You don't know. Why would you get oops? Why would you get? I don't know. It's like sometimes I don't know. Sometimes we just a little too out of timing. It's like we just too bold. Too. So question. He says no. Does that mean you can't afford to buy the two dinners either for your children, so they'll be left hungry? Because to me, that should be your responsibility. If you shouldn't even have to ask him. While you're eating, you place an order to go, which you pay for yourself unless he offers to pay for it. To me, that makes better sense. When he gets the bill, you inquire of the waiter about ordering to go. You would do the one doing the ordering, and then when he receives the bill and he offers to cover everything, that's a different story. But why are you gonna be upset because he says no? I don't know. Nah. Yeah, that's a little bit plucky. And as someone says, that's a huge red flag right there. What Samuel saying about he wrong on buying toys and all once I could get through I gone. That's a woman he didn't know you could get, so don't try to keep her. Stay toxic. You and Marcus on this stay toxic thing, y'all ain't stopping. Tamasha said maybe it was a move made willfully to see his reaction, to see how he would deal with his hand. Well, boy, not all tests is good tests, eh? So, if that was a test, then that test backfired on him, on her, because my boy ain't budging. My boy ain't buying no 2 extra meal, so she on she own. Someone says it was too soon, or maybe she was testing him to see what he's made of. Women tricky when it comes to that. Plus, on her first date, she need to slow it down. Sometimes he didn't even have enough cash. As a man, sometimes we tend to try to please women at first sight. But sometimes we men need to say no at times. Some women like when a man say no, and I firmly believe as men we need to say no. But by right, the man is not obligated to do that. That's petty of her as a woman. This person here is saying, I'm so stuffy. So if you guys hear me sounding that way, my apologies. Alright, yeah, so this person here says, from the get-go, you knew you had to bring dinner home for your children, walk with your vex money. That is what I'm saying. Something like that. Something like that. You're supposed to do the ordering yourself. Know you have your money in your purse to pay for it. You order it yourself. And if homeboy offers to pay for it, that's a different situation. It shouldn't be a case where you fix your mouth to say to this man who just brought you to dinner, paid for everything. You don't know how his pockets stand. Can you buy 2 dinners to take home for my children? He says no. And instead of you understanding and maybe saying, you know what, maybe to not crush his pride so much, probably he can't even afford it. But even if he could, he still has that, he still has the right to say no. It's still, because he's the one who has to pay for it. He has the right to say no. Morning.
Flight time.
Good morning, good morning.
Yeah.
I'm super busy, but you know, I can't just miss out of this room. I mean, I'm obligated.
Listen to you about super busy. You probably stand up there doing supervisory work.
Excuse me?
That's what you're probably doing, supervising.
Really? Really? I feel hurt. I feel hurt.
Probably a brick of sweat. Probably a brick of sweat.
But, my 2 cents. Now, you're dating. Yeah. You're not in a relationship. Yeah. You're dating. The man has no obligation to your kid. It's up to him if he chooses to assist you in that venture. You can't be angry at the man for that. I mean, I don't know why some of us are plucky and bold. And I mean, come on. You're dating a man, he chose to take you out, he's taking care of the bill, and you want things to go home? Where are the kids' father?
So I wonder if the man had said, you know what, give him a piece on the first date. What the reaction would have been?
Thank you. If the man had asked you for some on the first date, well, I just meet you, I can do this, but no, but you want him to mind your whole marriage and your whole parish. You don't work so. I mean, if the man, his humanity in him and he chooses to do it, fine, no problem. But there's no obligation on his part on a date. Remember, you're not in a relationship, you're just dating.
You're not even sure if you're going to be man and woman tomorrow.
Home girl, thank you. Home girl, you come lastly. But anyway, my friend, I'll be down in 30 minutes.
Okay.
I'll see you.
All right. Bye. Sweatshirts is a hot mess. It's my good friend, my good boy. I'm not gonna lie. Let me hear what this person here is saying. This person says maybe. Hold on. I don't think no woman should ask a man that question. He's not your husband. He's not your kid's father. Be honest from the beginning to tell him your situation from the start. Stacy says, Aruna, let Slam Jim drop a nasal drop. It looks like he has some time on his hand. He has a lot of time on his hands. That's what he should be doing. Where the children father, stop transferring ownership of responsibilities because a man likes you. So yeah, that has been good for some of our leaders because some of our leaders too fast, you know. Some of our leaders too fast. Some of our leaders walk into all your trouble. So, can't be sorry for y'all all the time. Carla says maybe she should have asked him to buy the groceries, come home for the dinner date. Or maybe he would probably say, you know, first date, you want it to be somewhere, you know, comfortable, somewhere where we can talk uninterrupted. You know how it is a dinner date, especially if you have little children home every minute, mommy, and watching the man and hiding behind the mother leg and watching the man bad eye, and I go tell daddy and all kind of stories. So somewhere comfortable, first date. Away from, you know, any interruption and what have you. Chill, talk, uninterrupted. That's not possible at home with children around. So someone stay home and make oil down. This all the night yourself. Who eating oil down? This saffron and coconut milk. This all the night. Dinner is after. Anybody that eats oil down after 6 have a big stomach. Y'all could eat anything. Your stomach, according to them, people, your stomach strong to even think about eating that heavy food after 6 to go and lie down after. Now, oil down has to be before 6. People went to dinner, they probably went and had some shrimp and what have you, and lobster tails and you know, nice bottle of wine, and you know, sit and chill. So he didn't want it to be private and time to chill together. Morning. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, morning, you live? Oh, hello.
Yeah, I'm calling for the program.
Yes, you live. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
I just had a first problem. First one. I think it all based on circumstances, yeah? Sometimes you be married and you have children with the lady, You may treating her right, and probably what you're doing for her father maybe not enough for her. She might go out and get pregnant and come back home. Yeah? You might still forgive her, especially if you have girl children and you know the life. Yeah? You may forgive her and take her back just to keep your family, because I think once you have a man around, the man and mother, they have to realize the best how to raise your kids. You understand? So once the father not around, most of the time the kids just go, what you can say, stray. Yeah? But you can forgive her. I will forgive her based on the circumstances, because no one perfect here. Sometimes it could be my fault as well. It could be her fault. Right? And the second question, what I'm saying, yeah, if you're dating somebody and all you go out on a date, that mean the first time you see her, you go out on a date, you must know something about her if she has children or not, yeah? But sometimes again, it's based on circumstances. Sometimes she's going through stress and she just need a date to get over it. You understand? She'll be glad to go out for a long time, yeah? And then telling you, well, I have 2 kids home, I have nothing to give them. I see nothing wrong with taking a little snack home for children. At the end of the day, it's a blessing for you. If you're really into it, then you have to into your children.
Got you. So the timing doesn't matter?
No, the timing doesn't matter. Sometimes, as I tell you, circumstances, you're stressed out, you know, you're not guy dating and they decide to take you. You want to get out of the house. You understand?
Got you.
So when I get out of the house and I say, well, Tom, could you buy me something to take home for the kids, you know, kind of financially done. The father have nothing to do with it. If you like the lady, you have to like your children. So stop blaming the father, yeah? I mean, you have to marry father to be the fool, but at the same time, what is that now? It's a blessing for you.
Got you.
So that's how I see it, yeah?
All righty. Thanks so much. Okay, bye. All right, well, hey, young man out there still, man. Man say, you dating the woman, the cow, you have to take care of the calf, right? Yeah, man out there still. So all that just here playing the fool and pretending that, hey. What do you mean stop? I didn't do anything. Hey, different strokes for different folks, okay? Whatever works for different people. Homeboy just decided that wasn't for him, and he's not gonna accept buying no lunch or no dinner, no nothing for nobody on first date. Took you out, wanted to get to know you. Wasn't about you and your children and the marriage and the parishes yet, just you and him. So the day didn't go too well after that. Anyways, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow. No, Monday, God's will. We'll pick up where we left off. So the conversation was flowing. I'm not sure what direction the conversation was going, but it stopped flowing after she asked for 2 dinner to take home to them children. Dandelion, you don't know if the man have an extra 2. Listen, you have a lot of people posturing out here, you know. The man probably, you don't know if the man rake and scrape a change to take this lady out, to pay for drinks. Going out to eat isn't cheap, you know. Especially if you're going to, you know, a sort of high-end place. What if the man didn't have enough money in his pocket and he just doesn't want to tell her to embarrass himself?
Aruna,
Oi.
I have to come back around just for a minute, Aruna. Aruna, because I've been in a position already, Aruna. I mind children, I want to see them, the same children you're minding, Aruna. It's not yours, you know. When you see them children, they don't know what you so. They don't watch you so. They get big now, they don't study in you. I have to get back, Aruna, I get back, I get back. Have a nice day, Aruna.
All right, bye-bye. So the children anymore watching it. They're probably watching, according to Santana, they're probably watching their fathers, or not you. Oh boy, this city woman want food for home, boy. Home. Yo. So in my world, the man will just ask, if I don't want to carry anything for my son, there's good men out there. Daniel, what you said? The children hungry. It's children, for goodness sake. It wouldn't cost you an extra $100. Or if you can't pay, you just agree to wash the pots while she waits for you. But I would have bought the food for the children. Banny belly and think about you and the children and yours in a year or two walking down the road. What if you can't afford it? Keep forgetting that part. What if you can't afford it? Just can't. Anyways, see you guys on Monday, God's will. I'll be back for another show. Thank you so much for powering up. Thank you so much, Beacon Insurance and Western Union, for taking care of us for another week. I see you guys next week for another set. Let's see, one food for home. Food for home.